Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to learn some more tricks related to pulley problems, and mostly we'll be dealing with the problems which involve movable pulleys. However, to maintain the momentum from the last session, we will be continuing with the 2 or 3 problems which will involve fixed pulleys only, which are interesting problems of course. And I'll sincerely suggest that if you have not watched the previous video, I'll give the link in the description section. Here also you can navigate from, and you watch the previous video only, then only come to the second part. So let us begin with this problem where a person has fallen into a ditch. Okay, a person has fallen into a ditch, and 2 of his friends, let us say, they are pulling them with equal force. From both sides they are pulling with equal force. Let us say that force, if for tension in the string will mentioned by T, then there are of course pulling with tension T, right, which will be same on both the sides, on whichever side is tension will be same. And this angle is given to be theta, and by symmetry you can easily see that this angle also is theta, right? And the width of the ditch is given to be d. So if we draw perpendicular bisector, this will be d by 2, d by 2. Instead of saying again this, let us give some name. So let us say this point is O, this point is A, this point is B, this point is B, and this point is N, let us say. Now the question is, prove that when both of them are pulling from both sides, this guy will rise up gradually, right? Now prove that as the guy who has fallen in the ditch rises up gradually, it's coming up and up, these people have to give more and more force to bring them up. We have to show that. That is a question. And another part of the question asks, what is the force when the depth of the person who has fallen into the ditch, depth is equal to h. So there are 2 parts of the question. So it's a theoretical question basically. Now let me explain you. If this is the tension in the string, this tension can be resolved into 2 components, right? T cos theta and T sin theta, right? T cos theta and T sin theta. And this tension also can be resolved into 2 components, T cos theta and T sin theta. These we need not worry about because equal and opposite forces will cancel out each other. T cos theta and T cos theta will be added up, so it is 2T cos theta. Now theoretically what we can say is this 2T cos theta only is pulling this object up, this body, this man up, right? If the mass of the person is m, then downward mg force is acting all the times. Now this 2T cos theta only is pulling this mg up, because mg, by the force mg, the earth is trying to pull him down, so 2T cos theta only is bringing it up. Now just analyzing the nature of a 2T cos theta force, the analysis of the nature of a 2T cos theta force itself will be the answer to the first part. Because see, as the person goes up, what will happen to theta? In the next case you can consider, let us say somewhere this person rises to this. So don't you understand that theta is gradually increasing? As it rises up, theta will increase. Now cos theta, cos 90 is equal to 0 and cos 0 is equal to 1. So as theta is increasing from 0 degree to 90 degree, cos theta is decreasing. If theta is increasing, cos theta is decreasing, because cos 0 is equal to 1 and cos 90 is equal to 0. Cos theta is decreasing from 1 to 0. So as theta is increasing, we see as this man moves up and up and up, theta is increasing. That means cos theta is decreasing. Now what is the force which is lifting this 2T cos theta? Now total force is equal to the force which is responsible for lifting the man up is 2T cos theta. Now cos theta is decreasing. That means to keep that force, T has to increase, and that is what is required to be proved. Prove that T has to increase as the person in the ditch comes up. So explaining this, analyzing this nature of a 2t cos theta only is the answer to the first part. But what is the second part? What is the tension? With what force the friends has to pull? With what force this pulling force is? At the point when the depth of the person in the depth is h. So from the triangle ANO, what you conclude? Cos theta is equal to how much? Cos theta is equal to, see, in this triangle we are talking cos theta is equal to, it is a right angle triangle, so B by H, this by this ON divided by AO, right? ON divided by AO. Now ON is given to be H divided by AO is what? Root under AN square plus NO square, right? AN square plus NO square. So this is equal to H by root under AN is a D by 2 whole square, so D square by 4 plus NO square is H square, right? B by H, ON by 5. So let us make it equation 1. Now we know that this 2t cos theta is equal to mg, right? 2t cos theta is equal to mg, implies that what is t? With a t it has to be pulling, so it has to pull. So how much is t? T is equal to mg by 2 cos theta. So mg divided by 2, and cos theta we can take from equation 1. 2 h, take a 4 LCM here, 4 d square plus 4h square by 4, then this goes up. This is by cos theta was there, right? So by h is there, 2, and by divided by it goes up. So this is equal to mg divided by 4h multiplied by root under b square plus 4h square. Clear? Let us take up another question where there is a pulley one side of the pulley there is a monkey, okay, the other side of a pulley there is one object. Both this object and the monkey are of equal mass. Let us say their mass is m. Now what it is asking to prove is the monkey is climbing up the rope, okay, with whatever force the monkey exerts, always the motion of the block and the monkey will be in the same direction. This we have to prove. 1. So that, now see, this also is a theoretical interesting question, but there is something to learn. After this we will go into movable objects, structures, etc. Now see, the string from here to here is same, so tension in the string will be same, yes or no? Tension in the string will be same. Let us say that is tension T. Now tension in this string is not asked, but from our knowledge we know that this will be T plus T, 2T. If it is required we can clear that, but here, now what we have to prove in this question is the direction of the monkey and the block is same, and also we have to prove in the question direction of a monkey and block is same with equal acceleration. That means if the monkey is accelerated in the same direction with same acceleration, only the mass will rise. This is what we have to prove. It is not saying in the question, we have to prove. Now we have to prove that if the monkey rises, if the monkey climbs the rope with whatever acceleration it rises, with the same acceleration in the same direction, the object also will move. Now let us say the monkey is rising with the acceleration 1, and we are assuming that they are different, and we will see they are actually different or not. And the mass is coming down with acceleration a2. Now what we assumed is just opposite of what we need to prove. We also assumed that they are of a different direction. We have to prove that they are in the same direction. That's why we have chosen that. Let us say they are in opposite direction and they are not of a same value also. A1, A2, two different values we took. Okay. Now taking these, let us put the free body diagrams, equations through free body diagrams. This side mg will be there, and since the mass of the monkey also is there towards down, mg force here will be there. Now take the equation from the free body diagram of this part, or let us take the equation of the monkey first, because it's moving up, right? So tension is bigger for monkey, tension is bigger, T minus mg is equal to MA1, yes or no? MA1. Let us make some drama. Let's make it equation 1. And free body diagram of this block, if we put, this is coming down, so mg is greater. So mg minus T is equal to MA2, right? Let's make it equation 2. Add these two. Now plus T got cancelled with minus T, plus mg got cancelled with minus mg, implies that what we got, 0 is equal to m take common, A1 plus A2, implies that A1 is equal to minus A2. Now whatever is the direction of the second, we got minus, that means A1 and A2, we assumed that they are in opposite direction. Now it came minus, that's why A1 and A2 are in the same direction, and again the magnitude of A1 and A2 are same, both sides of the equal to sign. So in the same go, we from this expression only we proved that the directions of a monkey and block is same and they also move with the same acceleration. So the first part is solved. Now we are going to prove that. Again, this also is a theoretical or conceptual question where it asks the distance between the monkey and the object remains same. Now from this only we can analytically prove that if the monkey and the block both are moving with the same acceleration towards up, that means they are traveling the same distance in the same time, because if distance is x, then dx by dt is v, and you know that d square x by dt square. Differentiate the same thing again with respect to time is a. If a is same, with the same time, same distance is traveled by both. Now there are 2 points. If both are moving with the same acceleration, same velocity, everything, then the distance between them will never change, right? That is the second thing. Distance between the monkey and the object remains same as time passes if both were initially at rest. Hope you understood it. Now we will be taking up some questions which will involve movable pulleys, and some tricks will be involved in that, and we are going to learn now a wonderful trick. Now let us take up this question where it says a ladder is leaning against a wall. Okay, this is the wall, this is the floor. A ladder is leaning against a wall such that it is making 37 degree with the horizontal. Now if the tip of A, it is just falling like this gradually. Okay, now if the tip of A is coming down with speed 4 meter per second, with what speed the tip B will move towards the left is the question. Let us say this is a VB and let us say this is a VA. Velocity of the tip A is 4 meter per second. So what speed it will go? The options are given to be 1369, 1 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 6 meter per second, 9 meter per second. These are the options given. Now see, this is a right angle triangle, and in a right angle triangle where one angle is a 37 degree, another angle is a 53 degree, and you will see in many numericals this is 37 is given in the JEE main questions also. The reason is being, this is a famous right angle triangle, and where always this side is 3, this side is 4. If in a meter we are saying 3 meter, 4 meter and 5 meter. This is according to Pythagoras theorem. So now see, the side which is facing the 37 degree, the smallest angle is the smallest side. 53 degree which is facing 53 degree, bigger angle is the bigger side, 4 meter. And of course this is the square root of root under 4 square plus 3 sin theta. Sin theta is equal to p by h, right? If wherever sin 37 comes, 3 by 5 we can put. Wherever cos 37 comes, 4 by 5 we can put. Or sin 53 is equal to 4 by 5, or cos 53 is equal to 3 by 5. B by h, P by h, we know that, right? So this thing we will use here. Now see, if the tip A is coming down with 4 meter per second, with what speed the tip B will move towards west is the question. Now, here this is so simple that if we know one trick, we can just take the direct answer without doing any calculation. What is the trick? Now, let us learn the tricks, invest some time to learn the trick. But the thing is, in many places, we are going to use that trick again and again in various ways. The trick comes from work done by an internal force is equal to 0. Work done by an internal force is equal to 0. From this comes the trick. Now, work done by internal force is equal to 0 for any block. Now, let us say there is a block here of certain mass. Now, when there is one external force F and it is moving by some distance, there is some displacement D, let us say, then we will say F dot D is equal to the work done. So only when there is an external force, the movement of this body is happening through certain displacement, and that dot F dot that displacement gives the work done. But inside that there may be many internal forces which will be cancelled out by each other between molecule to molecule, between molecule to molecule. In this direction there may be one internal force, and in opposite direction there may be another internal force which will be cancelled out by each other. So in total the net internal force is always 0. Okay, now that is the reason the work done by internal force is 0, and that concept we are doing to create to make one shortcut trick, and we'll remember that what it says is internal force. If the internal force is F multiplied by whatever is the displacement will be 0. If there are many internal forces, then F1 dx1 plus F2 dx2 plus F3 dx3 dx2 plus F3 dx, like that it will be 0. So what we can say in general is summation of F dx, F dot dx is equal to 0 if F is an internal force. Now, in pulley problems and many of the problems where pulley, even if it is not there, the tension will be one internal force always. This we are aware of. In this problem, in the string, we can say this is the tension here, tension. From whichever point we see, away from that, the tension direction will be, which we had discussed nicely in the previous session. So, the tension is one internal force always. So, instead of F, for these things, what we can write? Summation of T dot dx is equal to 0. Now, if two displacements are happening in the same time, T dx by dt will be equal to summation of T dot x is equal to 0. We can write dot. This is a small work done, right? So the total work done, T dot x is equal to 0. Now this thing, what we can write is, this thing I have just explained that where from this come, but what is the trick is this only. So now see, what is the trick we will use everywhere is, I am erasing here to just make some space. The trick is, wherever required, we can take the summation of, green is not visible, right? So we can take summation of T dot x is equal to 0, or we can take the summation of t dot v. Velocity is nothing but by dx by dt. So t dot v also must be 0 because t summation of t dot acceleration which is dv by dt is equal to 0 only. So these three we can use wherever is required. Okay. Now these three, all these three are coming from work done by an internal force is always 0. From that this came, this only is came from this. This line is the mathematical expression of this statement. And since summation of t dot x is equal to 0, summation of t dot v also is equal to 0, summation of t dot a also is equal to 0. Now keep this in mind and you will see many complicated problems how we can very easily we can solve within no time or within a very less amount of time. Just like this we will solve. Now see, in this thing we will apply t dot v is equal to 0. This one will apply because v are given. Okay. If acceleration was given 4 meter per second square, with what acceleration this will move, then we could have put this thing. If distance is given, we could put this thing. But in this particular question, since the velocity of a tip A is given and velocity of a tip B is asked, we can take a TV, summation of a t dot v is equal to 0. So to write that, I am erasing this part. So we'll say since t dot v is equal to 0, then see here V is downwards, right? Now if this is 37 degree, this is 53 degree, right? Now VA is along this direction. Now VA cos theta will be along T, yes or no? So T for A I am calculating first, T dot VA cos 53 degree minus, see why minus, this is VB is this side, so minus VB is this side, right? This side is minus VB, so minus VB is cos 37 component is along tangent, so minus VB I'm sorry, minus TVB, T dot V we are doing, T dot V means TV cos theta, where theta is the angle between T and V, minus TVB cos 37 degree, right? Implies that this minus this is equal to 0. I'm sorry. So dot T dot V is equal to 0. So T got cancelled, implies that VA cos 53 degree is equal to, see first time I am writing everything and next time onwards, since this is a trick, we have to be fast enough to put it and get the answer. Okay, VA cos 53 is equal to VB cos 37 degree. Now from this triangle you are very clear what is cos 53 degree, you tell me. Cos 53 degree is equal to V by H, 4 by 5. So VA multiplied by 4 by 5 is equal to cos 53 is equal to B by H, right? 3 by 5, I am sorry. 3 by 5 is equal to VB cos 37, B by H, 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Now 5 got cancelled, and what is given in the question? VA is given in the question. So for VA we can put 4, right? Then this 4 also will get cancelled. So implies that what remained? VB is equal to 3 meter per second. So as A comes with 4 meter per second, VB will go move this side with 3 meter per second. So B is the right answer, right? Now the thing is, this is a trick. After using the trick also, if this much time is consumed to get the answer, it doesn't make much sense, right? So what we will do is, see, TAVA is equal to TVVB. This is the shortcut trick. See, 4 multiplied by, okay, this also if we will put very quickly without writing, orally also we can do 1 by 1. VB is equal to this much we got, right? Now in case of a complicated things, I will tell you how this also can be made into a formula. Let us see into a complicated pulley problems. We will take 1 by 1. Now let us take up another fixed pulley problem which which is a previous year, some previous year JEE main question. There is a fixed pulley here, another fixed pulley is here. Well, there are two fixed pulleys and here as you see in the structure there is a block of a mass m is tied at the center, and both p and q are pulled down, so that both p and q are moving in downward direction with the speed u meter per second. Then with what velocity the mass capital M is moving up is the question. Let us say it is moving with a small v. Now see, there will be a tension in the string, right? And of course the tension will be equal to this, what tension is being applied here. Let us say that is T. Tension is T. Now see, in this if tension is this and theta is given in the question, then this tension can be resolved into two components. This side it will be T sin theta, this side it will be T cos theta. T cos theta. And this tension also can be resolved into two components. One is T sin theta, and this side is another T cos theta. So 2T cos theta, we can say T cos theta plus T cos theta is 2T cos theta. Now on the M, downward force is M multiplied by G, right? Now see, we are applying the trick what we had learned previously, which said that the summation of T dot V must be 0, right? Now see, now here tension will be T and here also tension will be T, right? Because this is being pulled by some force. You can imagine some masses here. So because of the loads of those two things, this is pulled, let us say. Okay. Now T, when we T dot V we do, we have to consider this block, this. So instead of having hands or something, instead of that you can imagine two masses. These things are not given in the question, we are imagining. Okay. So for the entire system, this is summation of a T dot V is equal to 0, right? So what we can put for this mass, what is T dot V? T V cos theta for this T also, and from this T also. T V cos theta, T V cos theta. T V cos theta plus T V cos theta. Then see here on this block, T is in upward direction and U is in downward direction. So what is the angle between T and V? Don't you think that it's 180 degree? So cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1. So minus T multiplied by U, and same is the case for this also. Minus T multiplied by U is equal to 0. It is visible, implies that all T's got cancelled. Then V cos theta plus V cos theta, 2V cos theta is equal to minus T minus T minus 2Tu. Take it that side, 2T. Okay, T we have cancelled already, right? Implies that 2 got cancelled. V is equal to U by cos theta. So U by cos theta, this is the right answer. Clear? So now when we put T dot V is equal to 0, summation of this, whatever is coming, directly we are getting V is equal to U cos theta. Clear till now? Okay. Now by taking more and more complicated problems, we are just getting familiar with the trick what we have learned just now. Now, but whatever things we have used, you remember these are fixed pulleys only, and now onwards whatever problems we will take will involve more and more movable pulleys only. Now let us take up this question. This is so beautiful question. In fact, there are two blocks. Okay, one block is pulled with some force, so that one acceleration equal to 6 meter per second square is created in that, and that is connected to the other block through the structure shown here. And from here you can see it's the single thread only till here, where the other end of the thread is connected to a fixed pole. Okay. Now when it is moved, it pulls it and this also moves. Let us say this second block. So what this let us take some names. It's given in the question, I guess. Yes, A and B are given. So block A is pulled with the 6 meter per second square acceleration. Then what is the acceleration of B is the question. Now 4 options are given. Now that you have learned the trick already, and without using the trick or with using the trick, you try to solve yourself. You pause the video, try to solve yourself, and after investing some time, at least 2 to 5 minutes, you again continue watching this video. Now see, just now we learned one trick, and applying that, how quickly we can now solve this. See, from here to here it is 1 thread only. So tension will be same, yes or no? Tension here is same as tension here, is same as tension here. Okay. Now from this perspective, B's perspective you see, or from police perspective you see, this side T, this side T. So this side, to balance it, it will be 2T will be there, right? 2T is the tensor. So from police perspective, 2T is away, and from body's perspective, 2T is away. So the thread between from here to here, pulley within this thing, what is the direction of the tension? Now we are showing both the directions. So this you are knowing already. Now similarly here, the tension 2T, fine. Now see, what is the tension experienced by the block A? 2T, it is pulling this with 6 meter per second square, then 2T force is there. Like that, what is the force, what is the tension experienced in B? 2T and T, with 3T it is coming up, right? Now, what trick we have learnt just now? Let us apply that, and how quickly we can solve, let us see here. What we said is summation of T dot A is equal to 0. This was the trick, right? So implies that from this you take a T, it's a towards minus side. See, T and A are in opposite direction. T A cos theta we will take. So T A cos theta, when we take cos theta is in 180 degrees. So minus T A, and A of this block A given to be 6 plus here tension and the acceleration are in the same direction, but what is the total tension here? 3T, right? T. Here it was 2T. 2T multiplied by A plus here T, 2T, so 3T. So tension here is 3T multiplied by acceleration A. And cos theta, cos 0 is equal to 1. Both are in the same direction, so this is plus 1. This much is equal to 0. Implies that now T got cancelled. 3A is equal to 12, isn't it? Implies that A is equal to 12 by 3, 4 meter per second square. So your answer is this. Okay. Now I am telling you a wonderful trick now. Listen, in these type of problems where you have to play around with the behavior through accelerations, the relation, these are constraint relation, these are called. This object A, block A is constrained by block B. If block A is moving with the 6 meter per second square acceleration, block B must move with 4 meter per second square acceleration only. So the motion of B is constrained by motion of A. So whenever the constrained relationships we are finding, there we can use this trick. In fact, this trick also is this only, but we don't want to do this much calculations also. Just orally what we can do, tension multiplied by acceleration. This tension multiplied by the tension of a body A multiplied by tension experienced by body A multiplied by acceleration of A is equal to tension of a B multiplied by acceleration of B. If we are putting that, what we are writing? 2T multiplied by 6 is equal to here 3T multiplied by A. So direct got cancelled. 3 2's the A is equal to 4 meter per second square. Just you saw this and you got the answer, right? Now the thing is, where from this came? This is nothing but this only, right? To 0. These equations also we need not put. Just what we did, 2T into 6 is equal to 3T into A. From there A we got directly. So where from this brilliant trick came from? This makes our job so simple that immediately we can get the answer. But this trick comes from this only. Summation of T dot A is equal to 0. See here, 3TA is equal to minus of this went this side, right? So 3TA is equal to minus 12T. We did that only, right? We did that only. But instead of this concept also, we just remember that always T multiplied by acceleration will be constant only. So T multiplied by this acceleration is equal to T of another block multiplied by acceleration of that another block. Just we put that and immediately we got the answer. Wonderful trick, right? So clear till now? So let's take another question, little more complicated, but conceptually it is as easy as the previous one. It is just practicing the same trick. Let us say, now let us take up this question where there is a vehicle A. When the vehicle is moving this side, these pulleys these are movable pulleys. This will come out. This is a fixed pulley. This also is a fixed pulley. but these two are movable pulleys. These will move up, and along with that this block will rise up, right? Let us say this block is B. If vehicle A is moving with 4 meter per second, with what speed this moves up is the question. Now given options are 1 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 4 meter per second. Now what I'd like to do is we can make out many equations, solve them and get the answer, which is the traditional method. But just previously you learned one trick. I want you to apply that trick and solve immediately, whether you are getting it immediately or not. Pause this video, try, and for 2 minutes after that only you continue this video. Now only thing is we have to strong about the understanding of the tensions, distributing the tensions. Now you see from here it started the same string, it's going like this till here it's the same tension, right? Same string, right? So tension also will be same. Tension here also same, here also same tension, here also same tension, and here also same tension. Now here you see from this pulley tension, this will be 2T, right? 2 T's are upwards, so 2T downwards, and because this is T, from B's perspective you can see 2T upward, and here is similar 2T, right? Now see, only applying the trick, nothing else. What we do, the tension of the block multiplied by the velocity will be equal to tension of this block multiplied by velocity, right? So T multiplied by 4 is equal to, this is 2T plus 2T. What is the tension on B? 4T multiplied by V, right? So TT got cancelled, implies that V is equal to 4 by 4, 1 meter per second, right? So immediately just seeing that, this much also you can do in the mind. So orally you can just take, just see the question and take the right answer. Now how to calculate the tension if some mass of the block is given, then we can put that, we can find out the equation again, we can find out, and to do that we will take up some other problem. In this problem mass is not given, or the tension is not required, but in the same thing tension also could have been asked. For that we will do some more problems. Let us take up another question which is looking to be more complicated, but conceptually, as far as the theory is concerned, conceptually it is exactly same as the previous problem only. Well, as I said, this is looking a little more complicated, but conceptually it is exactly same as the last. And again you will pause the video and try whether you are directly able to tick or not. Try to solve orally. Now this kind of problems you can solve orally with the trick what we have discussed. Now see here, mark that the string from here it is the same string continuing till here it is the same string. That means tension in the string will be same. Let us say that is tension T. Okay. So here also it's T, here also it is 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 T, T, T. Now, what is the tension here in this TT 2T, right? TT 2T, right? T plus T 2T, here also 2T, right? Now see, what is the total tension on B? With what tension B is being pulled up? 2T plus 2T plus 2T plus T. So 70, with 70 force it's being pulled up, and it is being pulled with some force, but tension in the string is a T only. Okay. Now see, here tension is not required, that's why I am not showing. Otherwise it could be also 2T, 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 2T will be there, right? Now the question is, if A is coming down with the acceleration 1 meter per second square, with what acceleration B will move up? What is A is the question. Now apply that trick immediately. The tension on A multiplied by the acceleration of A is equal to tension on B multiplied by acceleration of the B. So what we can say, T multiplied by 1 is equal to tension on B is 70 multiplied by whatever is the acceleration of this. So implies that T got cancelled, A is equal to 1 by 7 and acceleration meter per second square. So directly you connect it. Now where from this came? I'm just repeating, this came from summation of t dot a is equal to 0, and where that came from? That came from t dot v is equal to 0. We differentiated this with respect to time and we got this. And where this came from? That came from summation of t dot x is equal to 0. This was our original trick where the work done due to internal force is equal to 0, and we differentiated once it with respect to t, we got this trick, this shortcut, and we differentiated this also with respect to t, again we got this trick. So now we will be taking up a similar questions where masses are given in the question. Masses will be involved. Now the thing is, you relate it so nicely after learning this trick, how if masses are given and it becomes very easy to solve. Now you observe that yourself, because the finding the relations of accelerations in movable pulley case, it's a very big task if the masses are concerned first. So we understood this trick first, then we will take up the similar problems or similarly complicated problems where masses are also given. Now take up one problem from H.G. Burma where there is a wedge and there is a fixed pulley over which a smooth string is passing, which is connected to a mass, to a block of mass m, and that is passing through a movable pulley to which a block of mass 2m is connected as shown in the figure. Now the question is, find the acceleration of mass capital M. What is the acceleration of mass capital M is the question, and in the question this slanting of the wedge is given to be 30 degree, I guess. Yes, it is 30 degree is given. Now see, with our understanding of the trick, how this becomes very easy. Now see, what are the tensions from here till here? One string only, so tension will be same. Let us say that tension is T. Tension is T, right? Now here T upwards, to balance that, this tension will be downward. T plus T, 2T will be here, right? Now our trick is 2m. Whatever is the tension under 2m, it is 2T. Let us say this is coming down, this is moving up, we assume, right? Let us say this is coming down with acceleration a1 and this is moving up with acceleration a2. Then what is the tension on this block? 2T. 2T multiplied by a1 is equal to, what is tension here? T multiplied by a2. So T got cancelled. a1 is equal to a2 by 2. a1 is equal to half of a2. So if a1 is equal to half of this, let us assume from this it is clear that if this is 2a, this is a. If 2m is moving downward with acceleration a, m is moving up the plane with acceleration 2a. This much we understood from the trick, right? Now after understanding this much, putting the equations from free body diagram is very easy, because we have learned that already. What is that? Downwards 2mg force will be acted upon, right? And this side, this m is mg, and this mg can be resolved into two components. If this is 30, this angle is 30 degree, right? This angle is 30 degree. So this is mg cos 30 degree, which will be balanced by the normal reaction, which is of not concern over here. And the other component of this will be mg sin theta. Mg sin 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is half, so this is equal to mg by 2, right? Now put the equation for this mass, this 2mg minus 2t, 2mg minus tension 2t is equal to 2m multiplied by its acceleration. So 2 got cancelled. So mg minus t is equal to ma. Let us make some drama. This equation 1, let us say. Now what about this? T minus, this is moving up, so t minus mg by 2. Mg by 2 is equal to, t minus mg by 2 is equal to m multiplied by its acceleration 2a. So 2ma. Let's make it equation 2. Add these two. plus t minus t got cancelled. What remained? Mg minus mg by 2. This is from here I am writing. So mg by 2 is equal to mg by 2 is equal to 3ma, right? 3ma. Mm got cancelled. Implies that A is equal to g by 6. Now see, A is the acceleration of a 2m block. But in the question, what is the acceleration of a m block is asked, which is twice of this. Therefore, acceleration of m is equal to 2 of g by 6, that is g by 3. Now, B is the correct option. Clear to everybody? Now, take up another question where three situations are given, and for all the three situations, acceleration of a block A and acceleration of a block B is asked. So, which is A, which is B? This is named as A and this block is named as B. So, for all the three situations, acceleration of A and acceleration of B is asked. Now, I am taking up a situation A for which applying our trick how things become very easy I am going to say. The first situation A, where there is a fixed pulley, there is a movable pulley, and the string from here you see the same string is passing till here. The one end of the string is fixed to a block of 4 kg mass, which is the name is A, and the other end is fixed to the stem of the pulley itself, and on that there is one movable pulley, and that is tied to a block B of a mass 5 kg. Now the question is, what will be the acceleration of A and acceleration of B? And options are given here. Now let us apply the trick. Now see, from this to this string is same, so tension also will be same. Let us say tension T, here also tension T, and here also tension T. Now here T plus T, tension 2T here it will be, right? And this is 5 kg, this is 4 kg. So the force downward will be 4g, here downward will be 5g. Now apply the trick, the tension multiplied by the acceleration. Let us say this is going down with the acceleration A1 and this is moving up with acceleration A2. Now we know that tension multiplied by the acceleration is equal to tension of a block B multiplied by acceleration of block B. So T A1 is equal to what we can say 2T A2, right? TT got cancelled, A1 is equal to A2. So A1 is equal to double of A2. Now if we assume A2 to be A, A1 will be double of that 2A. So we came to know, we got the conclusion from the application of the trick that if A is moving down with acceleration 2A, B is rising up with acceleration A. Clear? Now we are going to put the equations from free body diagram after getting this relationship, a constraint relationship of accelerations of the blocks. Now you consider this. Now from the trick we have understood that if the block 4 kg is moving down with the acceleration 2A, block 5 kg is moving up with acceleration A. Now put the free body diagram, equations from free body diagrams for block A. So it is coming down with 4g, it's coming down, that's why 4g is greater than t. 4g minus t is equal to 4 multiplied by acceleration of that, which is 2a, 4 into 2a. And for b, you put 2t minus 5g is equal to 5 into a. Now you see here minus t is there, here 2t is there. We cannot cancel, so that's why you multiplied the whole equation by 2. So this first equation becomes 8g minus 2t is equal to 16 into a. Now add these two equations, minus 2t plus 2t minus 2t got cancelled, 8g minus 5g, that is 3g. 3g is equal to 16 plus 5, 21a. So a is equal to g by 7. Now a is equal to g by 7. With g by 7 acceleration, block B is moving up, and 2g by 7 acceleration, block A is coming down. In the question, acceleration of A is asked first, acceleration of B is asked next. So we have to say 2g by 7. What is acceleration A? 2g by 7 downwards, and acceleration of A is g by 7 upwards. So this is the right answer. of all these four. Now there are two other situations, situation B and situation C. Those two I am giving you for home assignment. I am giving you answers here so that after solving yourself you can match with these answers. The reason for not solving this on board is both the situations are the exact applications of what we have solved just now. So you will feel delighted only when you try those out, and there's nothing new. The exact same trick we have to put. Then from free body diagram equations we have to solve, and very easily we will get. Situation B answer is a 10g by 13 in a forward direction and a 5g by 13 in downward direction, and situation C answer is a 2g by 3 downward and g by 3 upward. The first answer is the acceleration of A and the second part is the acceleration of B. In the situation B also is the first part is the acceleration of A and the second part is the acceleration of the block of B. Hope that this session remained very fruitful. There are these questions whatever we have discussed are very good for JEE main and NEET level. We may take up some more advanced problems, further advanced problems in future videos, but till now it's enough for JEE main in the advanced level. And if you comment, we will be doing another video where we will take up some further advanced problems we will be taking involving movable pulleys and various slants, etc. will be taken up. Friction also will be involved in it. So hopefully this session remained very fruitful. Thank you everybody.